Hi, this is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. Today we're going to talk about politics. Yes, organization politics. Politics is actually an outflow of your company culture. Many people think that politics affect the company culture, but actually the converse is true. Culture determines politics. Let me explain. The culture of the organization is actually the collective behaviors of the employees. The collective of the behavior of the employees determine the company culture. Politics, on the other hand, is the collective ambition of the organization. So how does behavior translate into ambition? Because ambition gives direction. Ambition spells out the manifesto of the organization. Behaviors are the desires, the attitudes, and the mindset of the employees. There are two key players here that determine whether if the collective ambition is a positive one or a negative one. Who are the two key players? The first key players are the managers, because the managers are responsible for engagement. The level of engagement will determine the positive nature of the ambition of the organization. What about the second player? The second player is the CEO. And what is the CEO responsible for? The CEO is responsible for enforcement. Do you know what's the number one complaint that followers have concerning their leaders, and it leads on to negative politics? The number one complaint is hypocrisy. Now, these managers and the CEOs need to implement a three-pronged approach to eliminate or to minimize hypocrisy. Else, the culture is going to outflow into politics that moves in a very negative direction. Strategy number one, the manager needs to be supporting the employees, meaning the managers need to be there to give expectations that are clear and to regularly recognize and to appreciate the employees. The CEO, on the other hand, is responsible for setting clear standards, standards for the organization to follow, standards in terms of the results, standards in terms of vision, mission, and clarity of direction. So setting clear standards is the prerogative of the CEO, while the managers is to put in place a clear practice of supporting the employees. The second strategy is for the CEO to be passionate. Yes, passionate. Because while CEOs set higher and higher expectations, not many CEOs have a corresponding higher level of enthusiasm or energy. Remember, the collective behavior or the collective energy of the organization culture cannot rise above the energy level of the CEO. So the CEO is responsible to be passionate. If you are the CEO, you are the chief energy officer. And for the managers, you need to be present. You need to show up. So many managers today just set the goals and then after that they are absent. You know, an absent manager is totally disengaging for the team. And when you are absent, that's when the gossip starts. That's when the negative talk starts. And that's when it affects the politics. The third strategy for the managers is to coach, is to be a coach. Especially in today's environment, when you want to hire talented employees, you cannot afford just to use a command and control approach. You need to coach them. You need to guide them. You need to take care of their personal growth, or else the collective behavior would lead to politics that are silo and territorial in nature. But if the manager is a great coach, then the collective ambition will have a positive direction. What about the CEO? The CEO needs to lead with conviction, meaning a CEO must be prepared to be unpopular. Here is the paradoxical statement. If everyone loves you, then there is something wrong with your leadership, because basically a CEO's role is to act with conviction to shake people out of their comfort zone. Most people by nature wants to remain comfortable, but the CEO speaks with conviction, gets people out of their comfort zone, and makes sure that we are heading in the right direction as far as a collective ambition is concerned. So if you want to be able to guide your company culture into the right politics and it gives the right direction to the organization, well, be prepared to speak with such clarity that there are times you need to be unpopular. Not being unpopular for personal sake, but for the common good. So, when managers and CEOs rise up to the occasion, then the culture of the organization has a collective direction and the behavior can be transformed into a positive ambition. Think about it. This is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. If you like this video, well, click subscribe. And if you want to find out more about my coaching and facilitation services, check out the website goodmonday.com. Thanks for watching.